Hi, second graders. We are back with Number Corner. Today I actually have a helper.
Hi, second graders. I'm Karina Clem from Prune Hill Elementary, and I'm in 4th grade.
And Karina's going to help us flip all our calendar markers today. We stopped at the 7, but we are way behind. So today we have to flip a lot of cards. We're looking at patterns. We saw number rack penny, word problem, number rack penny, word problem, number rack. Wonder what today is. Go ahead and flip that for us, Karina. And what do you see?
I see 4 pennies on the left and 1 on the right. And that is 5 altogether.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and flip 9, September 9th. Think in your head what it could be, and it's a word problem. We're not going to look at that now. We'll look at it after we flip all our cards. But now looking at our pattern, let's go ahead and flip the 10th.
I think I know it's going to be.
And look at that. It's a number rack. Wow, I see that there are, how many? 8 beads on the left, which leads to 12 on the right. I'm seeing a pattern here. How about you guys? Let's go ahead and flip Friday the 11th. Karina, how many pennies on the left there?
There's 6.
And on the right?
1.
And that totals?
That totals 7.
Awesome. Wow. That's a few extra than we saw on the 8th. I'm seeing another pattern. Let's go ahead and flip the calendar card for the 12th, Saturday.
Whoa.
That's okay. And it's another word problem. Okay. I'm seeing some diagonal patterns too. Diagonal is this way. We're going to keep going to catch up, and we're going to flip Sunday the 13th. Another number rack. What do you see there? Wow, it looks like they're split evenly, this number rack. And I see 10 red beads on the left and 10 white beads on the right, equaling our 20 white beads on the number rack. Karina, what's your prediction for the 14th? What do you think that card's going to be?
I think it's going to be a penny.
She said pennies. Let's see if she's right. Go ahead and flip it. Ooh, she is right. Is anyone seeing any diagonal patterns here? Ooh, man. Ooh, you pointed to the next one. So what do you think Tuesday the 15th is going to be?
I think it's going to be the word problem.
She said a word problem. Let's go ahead and flip it. And it is another word problem. Ooh, and let's do our final flip for today, and that's going to be Wednesday, September 16th. And what do you know? A number rack. Look at that. It looks like there are a few more beads on the left side than on the right side since the 13th. I'm seeing another pattern there. We're going to look more closely at patterns in just a minute, but for the next activity, we're going to go ahead and try to solve these word problems. For today's activity, you need to have your whiteboard and a marker, or you can have a pencil and paper, and we're going to solve the 3 word problems from our calendar. Karina, would you like to read September 9th's word problem?
The teacher ate 3 apples. She had 1 apple left on her desk. After school, how many apples did her students give her that morning?
How many apples that morning? Well, let's go ahead and draw a picture. Well, we know, and my apples aren't going to be great, but we know that the teacher ate 3 apples. So let's put 3 here. Jump, jump. Those are the 3 the teacher ate. Oh, and she has 1 left on her desk. So here's her desk. I'm going to just draw her desk. And then I'm going to put 1 little apple left on her desk that's waiting for her for after school. It says, how many did the students give her that morning? So that means that's an in all problem. How many in all? So in all, we want to do what? What do you think we want to do? Do we want to add or subtract? What do you think, Karina?
I think we want to add.
Maybe we want to add. Okay, so I'm going to say, let's go ahead and take 3 plus the 1 left over equals 4. So she had 3 apples that she ate. She has 1 left, which means the students in the morning gave her 4 apples. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the next word problem in front of you, and then I want you to pause the video after Karina reads it, and then I want you to solve it on your own. After you solve it, we will take a closer look at the answer to see how you did.
There were 11 birds on the windowsill. Some of them flew away. Now there are only 3 birds on the windowsill. How many birds flew away?
Awesome. Pause the video, go ahead and solve this word problem, and then start it up again to see if you got the answer correct. Let's go ahead and check your answer. So there were 11 birds on the windowsill. So I drew my windowsill and I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 birds. I know my birds look kind of silly, but I wanted to try to draw it because I find it easier to solve problems when I draw them out. So now it says that some of them flew away. We don't know how many flew away, but we know that there are only 3 birds left. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to take my 3 birds here, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to say that they're still on the windowsill. Actually, I have a better idea. Since I have a drawing, I'm going to take the last 3 and I'm going to draw them again. And here's going to be my new windowsill. 1, 2, and 3. Here's my 3 birds. 1, 2, and 3. Those are the remaining ones on the windowsill, which means that this bird is gone, this bird is gone, and this bird is gone. Ooh, wow. So if I could have even X'd those out if I wanted to. And so now I have 3 on my windowsill. How many then flew away? Well, as you can see, because I numbered them all and then I took the last 3, I see here, I can just find my answer is 11. Excuse me, silly Mrs. Cluen. My answer is 8. So that's using pictures is a great way to solve problems. Some of you went ahead and just made an equation. So you probably took the 11 birds on the windowsill minus some, and you said that equaled to 3. Or another way to solve that would say the 11 minus 3 equals the number that flew away. And so some of you who have been practicing your addition and subtraction know that 11 minus 8 equals 3, or 11 minus 3 equals 8. And then you can check by saying 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, and 11 equals 11. So those are 2 ways to solve this problem. I'm sure you guys did awesome. Let's go ahead and look at our next problem. Our next word problem is the teacher had 20 students on her class list. Some of them did not come the first day, but 14 of them were in class. How many were not at school? Go ahead and pause the video and solve this word problem. Once you've solved it and done all your work, start the video up again and see if you got the right answer. Let's see how you did. I went ahead and I said the teacher had 20 students in her class. I made a roster for myself. I didn't write out names because I'm trying to solve a math problem. So I didn't want to do all that extra work, but I did number 1 through 20. This is my class list of students. And some didn't come to school the first day, but 14 were in school. So I'm going to just make a mark here because I numbered them all. And 14 of these kiddos were at school. So, how many didn't come to school? So now I'm just going to circle or make a square around my remaining class list. And now all I have to do is really count them up. So let's take a look at this. From 14, I go 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. But I want to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in this box are 6 names. So 6 students did not come to school. And if you want to check that, we can always say the 14 that came to school plus 6 equals our 20 that are on my class list. Instead of drawing pictures, some of you might have just written an equation. So you knew that there were 20 students in the class. Some didn't come on the first day, so you might have done 20 minus some number equaled 14 that actually came to school. Or you could have written 20 came to school, 20 on the class list minus 14 that came, and how many didn't come. And then with practicing your subtraction, you knew that 20 minus 14 equals 6. And 20 minus 6 equals 14. And to check your work, you could always add 6 plus 14, and that equals 20. An easy way to do this also is knowing that 14 has a 10 in it plus a 4 in it. So knowing that, and when you have to add your 6, you could just say 6 plus 4 is 10, plus my additional 10 is 20. Another trick for doing addition. Thank you so much, guys, for working along with me. Before we sign off for today, I'm just going to give you one last view of our calendar. Looking very closely, I see a ton of patterns. I see patterns on the type of card on particular days. I also see diagonal patterns. I also see patterns on similar cards, such as every number rack card I think might have a pattern, and every penny card might have a pattern too. But I want you just to take a close look at these patterns. We're going to be looking closer at these next week. So that's all you have to do for today. Thanks a lot for joining me for Number Corner. See you soon.